Nakikikain ba tayo na kasama yung ating mga kaaway, kalaban? Kahit siguro masarap yung pagkain, mawawalan tayo ng gana, hindi po ba? Hindi tayo nakikikain sa mga kalaban o kaaway natin o kaibigan man na kumbaga sa panahon na tayo ay kumakain, merong sinasabing hindi maganda, mawawalan tayo ng gana. Tandaan natin, treachery does not come from our enemies. It comes from our friends. It is not the food that makes the conversation pleasant. It is the relationship. Ano yung ating matutunan mula sa mga pagbasa? Una, matutunan natin na sama-samang pinakain ni Jesus yung kakapalan ng mga tao. It was a crowd. And he, let us say, offered a catering service not only to 5,000 men, but counting women and children, according to Bible scholars, would have reached 15,000 individuals. Malaki yung pinapakain ng ating Panginoon. Sabihin natin, yun ang pinakaunang fast food service, catering service ng ating Panginoon. Kaya dito sa ating ebanghelyo, yun ang ating unang natutunan. Magtitipon tayong kumakain sama-sama, hindi lang bilang isang kakapalan ng mga tao o crowds, ngunit bilang isang mag-anak, isang pamilya. What did Pope Francis say? We have so many dysfunctional families, sabi niya. Because families seldom come together to eat. Families seldom eat together. Kung kakain man tayo bilang mag-anak o kahit magkaibigan, hindi po ba nilalagay natin sa tabletop katabi ng ating mga pinggan, mga kubyertos, yung ating iPhone, yung ating gadget, at paminsan tinitingnan natin. We are distracted. We are distracted not because of the food, but we are distracted because of the gadget next to the food. At kung halimbawa, mahawakan na natin yun at matingnan natin merong text message o natingnan natin may nag-comment sa ating Facebook account, nakafocus na tayo doon. We become self-absorbed with our gadget, no longer with the food, and neither with the people around us or in front of us. Kinalimutan na natin sila. And so, we no longer treasure our conversation with one another. At hindi lang yon, kung tayo kumakain, nagmamadali tayo. Ay, lalo na kung lunch break. 1 hour lang yung lunch break. Dapat mabilis o pabilisan dahil meron pa tayong ibang gagawin. Di po ba? Punta pa tayo ng CR. Magsisipilyo pa tayo. No? We try to freshen up. So if we want a close-knit family, we must eat together without gadgets and without television being opened. It is true that a family that prays together stays together, but it is also true that a family that eats together stays together. Ano bang mahalaga sa pag-uusap? Lalong-lalo na sa panahon na nandoon tayo sa kainan. What is important? The relationship is developed in a meal. Intimacy is born in a meal. Kaya may tinatawag na meal fellowship. Alam niyo kung bakit? Sa ibang mga kabihasnan, kultura, bakit courses ang kanilang pagkain. It is not so much that they want to fill their stomach with food. They want to prolong the moment they are together with others, so that intimacy grows, so that relationship bloom. Hindi po ba kung meron tayong magustuhan o tao man, o meron tayong kahilig sa kanya, pagkiling sa kanya, we would invite that person, "Oy, magkape muna tayo." O kain muna tayo. We would invite that person to a dinner muna tayo, Father. And that prolongs because we want that kind of relationship. And because of that, there is nothing more intimate than a meal relationship. But other than that, notice this one. Sa loob ng 9 na buwan, nandoon tayo sa sinapupunan ng ating mga nanay. We literally eat their flesh and drink their blood. And because of that, there is nothing more intimate than the relationship between mother and son. Etong dahilan kung bakit inialok ni Jesus yung sarili niyang katawan, sarili niyang dugo, sarili niyang pagkatao, sarili niyang pagkadiyos sa atin sa pamamagitan ng tinapay at alak na iyan. Because He wants to establish a relationship with you and me that is personal, that is intimate. At hindi lang yan, ito yung ikalawang kabatiran ating natutunan. Hindi kahit anong pagkain, kahit anong uri ng inumin. Kaya ayon sa unang pagbasa natin, ang ibinigay ng ating Panginoon ay yung pinakamasarap na pagkain, pili-piling inumin, choicest food, best drink. At ano yon? Yung katawan at dugo ng ating Panginoon. So by this gesture, our Lord is offering Himself the choicest food and the choicest drink. He is offering Himself to us that we may have a relationship with Him. Kaya nung sinabi ng Panginoon, katawan ko to, dugo ko ito, sinasabi niyang ako ito. And let us toast to your health, to your spiritual health. He is giving us His body and blood that we may have life in Him. You see, we will never encounter God by just the things we do. We will encounter Him by our relationship with God. Di ba may kasabihan sa Ingles? The way to a person's heart is through his stomach. So we come to church because we gather for a meal. The Eucharist is the meal of the family of God. And here, we cannot use our cell phones. We cannot have gadgets right on our hands. We put them on silent mode. We turn them off. And we focus in our conversation with the host of this meal, who is Jesus Himself. There is no fasting from healthy food and healthy drink at Mass. We focus on Jesus, whose body and blood is the finest food and choicest drink in the entire world. Ito yung ating baunin. Di po ba meron tayong grace before meal? Ito yung ating bagong grace before meal. Lord, you have led us to be fed. Grant us now our daily